Hi everyone. So in this particular session, we shall try to cover the next file related commands. So in the previous presentation session, we covered the two major important file related commands. The first one was cat and the second one was cp. So cat was basically used in order to display the contents of a file or in order to create a new file by creating some contents. So then we saw cp command, how cp command can be used in order to copy the contents from one file to another file, and also we saw the options available with respect to cat command as well as cp command. So in this particular presentation session, we shall try to quickly cover the two next file related commands, and in the coming session we shall try to wrap up this particular topic file related commands. So in this particular presentation session, I will cover the next two file related commands, which is the first one is rm, the second one is mv. So in my next presentation session, I will cover the remaining two file related commands, which is wc and od. So first we shall try to cover these two file related commands. The first one is rm. As the name itself suggests, it is mainly used to remove files. It is not used for removing the directories, because for removing the directories there is a command called as rmdir. So this is the command which is used to remove directories from your file system. But in order to just remove files or in order to just delete files, then the command which should be used is rm. So rm is a command which is used to remove or delete files from your directories. It is not used to remove directories. So as you can see in this particular example, this is the command prompt, this is the command we are using, and we are trying to remove or delete three files. The file names are mod1, mod2 and mod3. So when you execute this particular command, all these three files will be deleted from the current working directory, because you will always be present in the current working directory. Inside current working directory, there will be three files by name mod1, mod2 and mod3. Once you use rm command, all these three files will be removed, or I can say will be deleted from the current working directory. And also, suppose if I want to delete or remove a file present in different directory, then I can make use of only the rm command. There is no need to use cd, change directory. There is no need to go to that particular directory then to delete a file. You can make use of rm command to delete a file present in different directory without using cd command. cd command na use madene I can delete a file present in another directory. As you can see in this example, I am trying to remove two files, chap01 and chap02, but these two files are present in the directory usp. So I can give the path like this. That means go to usp directory, then delete the file by name chap01, go to usp directory, then delete the file by name chap02. So this is how you can go to another directory, then delete the file present in that particular directory. I can also use star operator with the rm command. What this star operator will do, it will delete the entire directory. That means if I am present in some directory by name Kumar, then it will delete all the contents present in that particular directory. ಆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಆಲ್ ದೋಸ್ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಡಿಲೀಟೆಡ್ whenever you are using star operator along with rm command. All the contents present in the current working directory will get deleted. So these are the basic things you need to remember with respect to the command rm command. Now we shall try to see the options available with respect to your rm command. What are all the different options available? So as you can see, one major option available with rm command is interactive deleting. This I had already explained with cp command, interactive copying. Now we are dealing with interactive deleting. That means whenever you are deleting a file, the command prompt or the shell will ask the user whether you surely want to delete the file. It will ask the user. Once the user responds, then only the file will get deleted. As you can see here, I am using rm command along with the option -i. That means I am trying to delete ch1 and ch2 file. So once you use rm command with this particular option, then you will get a question like this: remove ch1. The rm command will throw a question, remove ch1. Then if the user presses y, then ch1 gets deleted. In a similar manner, the rm will again post another question, remove ch2. If the user presses any other key other than y, then ch2 won't be deleted. It cannot be deleted. So this is how you can have interactive deletion with the help of an option called as -i. Now we shall try to see another option, that is with respect to recursive deletion. I had already explained, whenever you are using star with rm, then it will delete all the contents present in a directory. So if you use -r option along with star, what it will do? This -r, it will recursively keep on deleting. What do you mean by recursive deletion? Suppose there is a directory, all the contents inside this directory will be deleted if you are using star option. Since you are using recursive deletion option, then you will go one level below directory, subdirectory. ಈ ಸಬ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರಿಲಿ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅದು ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಟಿಲ್ ಯು ರೀಚ್ ದ ಎಂಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್, ಆಲ್ ದ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ರಿಕರ್ಸಿವ್ಲಿ ಡಿಲೀಟೆಡ್. ಸೊ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಗೆಟ್ಸ್ ರಿಕರ್ಸಿವ್ಲಿ ಡಿಲೀಟೆಡ್. ಆಲ್ ದ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರೀಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ರಿಕರ್ಸಿವ್ಲಿ ಡಿಲೀಟೆಡ್ if you are using an option called as -r. And also one caution point you need to remember, which is once the files and directories are deleted, you cannot get back those files or directories. So you need to be very much cautious whenever you are deleting a file or a directory. This -r option is mainly used in order to perform recursive deletion of all your directories and files. So the next option is -rf star. That means along with -r, you can use f, which is mainly used to delete a file which is write protected. There will be some files and directories in your file system which will be having write protection. That means you cannot make any modifications to those files and directories. Suppose if you want to delete such write protected files, then you need to use the option F. So what this -rf star will do, it will recursively delete all the directories and files along with the write protected files also. So these are the two major options available with your rm command. The three major options. The first option is interactive deletion, the second option is -r, the last option is -f. So these are all the things you need to remember with respect to rm command. So now we shall try to understand the next file related command, which is just a small command, but it is very much useful, that is mv command. Your mv command is mainly used to rename your file, or it can be used to move a file. You are not copying the file, you are moving a file from one place to another place. So the main intention or function of mv command is to rename a file or to move a file from one place to another place. Now we shall see some examples with respect to mv command. As you can see here, you are using the mv command, then you are trying to move the contents of file csv to file csa. So that means the file csv and its contents will be moved to a new file called as csa. Or I can say you can rename. This is actually for renaming. You are renaming the file csv as csa. csv ಅಂತ ಫೈಲ್ ನೇಮ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನ csa ಅಂತ rename ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. So in this particular example, you are actually moving. So this is rename, this is moving. So here you are moving the file ch1, ch2, ch3 into a directory called as module. Module ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರಿ ಇದೆ. ಆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಯು ಆರ್ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿಸ್ 3 ಫೈಲ್ಸ್ ch1, ch2, ch3 ಮೂರು ಫೈಲ್ಸ್ ನ ಮಾಡ್ಯೂಲ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರಿಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. And also one more option available with mv command ಅಂದ್ರೆ you can rename the directory. ಒಂದು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರಿನ ಸಹ ರಿನೇಮ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Suppose rename ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರಿ ಇದ್ರೆ that can be renamed to new name. New name ಅಂತ ಆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರಿನ ರಿನೇಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದೆ. So these are the functions with respect to mv command, which is mainly used for renaming a file, for moving the files to a directory. Here I am moving 3 files to a directory called as module, and also it can be used to rename a directory. ಈ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರಿನ ಸಹ ನಾನು rename ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಬಹುದು. So in this particular presentation session, we covered two major file related commands. First one is rm command, which is mainly used for deleting or removing your files. And the next one is mv command. In rm command, these were the different options available. So far we have covered 4 main file related commands. The first one is cat command, second one is cp command, third one is rm command, and the fourth one is mv command. So in our next presentation session, we shall try to cover the remaining 2 file related commands, which is wc, word count, and the last one is od with respect to octal related information of a particular character. So far we have covered many topics with respect to the module 1. So you need to make notes of all the topics I am covering in class presentation session as well as in Zoom meetings. So still, if you are getting any doubts with respect to any of the presentation session, you can ping me or call me with respect to your doubts. Thank you so much.